As a content creator, one of the things we have to deal with are trolls. But are you a troll? Let's find out. Now, making a constructive comment on a video is not trolling, so long as you're not being insulting, rude, or angry. Trolling is far from that. If you're putting across a difference of opinion, communicating it constructively, and making very clear your thoughts without being offensive, then you're not trolling. And yet, a lot of the time, people will still accuse you of trolling. The reality is simply that they don't know the definition of trolling. Troll, a person who makes a deliberately offensive or provocative online post. A line or bait used in trolling for fish. Okay, forget the last one, but the first two are very relevant. Now, provocative can mean a difference of opinion, which is challenging. But of course, as it says there in the definition, if it's offensive, it's trolling. If it's constructive, it's not. My advice, if you watch content online, whether it's on this channel or any other channel, think when you comment. Make any objections or a difference of opinion constructive. Don't make them offensive, rude, or angry, and then you're not being a troll. But if you do meet one of those criteria, you're absolutely a troll. Now, fortunately, this channel doesn't attract many trolls, and if it does, they don't last long because the rest of the community tell them where to go. But anyway, let's look at some of the examples over the last year that I've encountered in terms of trolling.
After saying all the negative issues about the Osmo Pocket that can lead to consumers thinking twice about purchasing it, you end your video by encouraging your viewers to buy. Shaking my head.
Now, this comment was in response to my 6 weeks with the Osmo Pocket video, which was a very honest and constructive video talking about the positives and the negatives of the lovely little Osmo Pocket device. Now, at the end of most of my Osmo Pocket videos, I do say that it's a brilliant device because I use it all the time. And people that know this channel know that I'm very honest. If something's rubbish, I'll say it's rubbish. If it's great, I'll say it's great. But ultimately, I do always add that each product is for individual people, and it may be for you, may not be for you.
Aeroplane is a bloody simulator. Stop making false news.
Now, I don't know if that comment was perhaps left by Arnie from the way that it was written, but this was in response to the plane flying from Mauritius and being filmed potentially by a drone. We analysed that video to suggest whether it was real or fake. This comment could have been left just saying, I disagree with you, I think it's fake. But instead, the guy has to say, stop making false news. Well, his opinion is that it's fake, our opinion is that it's real. But ultimately, if he left that comment politely, we wouldn't have an issue with it.
Very good review, but it is transmitter, not transmitteri. Rest all great.
Now, here's another really odd one. It's actually a compliment initially, but then it takes a dig at my pronunciation or my accent, which is just unnecessary. I mean, if you're actually having a laugh, put a smiley face, but it just seems a little bit unnecessary. Troll.
First of all, get your camera away from your face. Second of all, get the Mavic 2 Pro, so if you buy it later, it will be obsolete in 3 more months. Like, why?
Now, maybe this one's lost in translation, but it really doesn't make a lot of sense. And how I film my videos, whether my face is here or back here, is entirely up to me. Troll.
Why are you people keep on lying about this drone? Come on, this is junk. Oh, I didn't realize that you people are just kids who don't know anything about drone.
This was in response to one of the best-selling budget drones of all time. I believe it was the Eachine E58, a great little drone, but often bought by people who don't know how to fly. It has no GPS, and so you do need to have a basic understanding of how to fly a quad, and I suggest that the troll that left this comment doesn't know how to fly.
Please stop giggling.
Now, when I film my reviews, I do often laugh because I love what I do. I love flying this stuff, I love testing these new products. If I laugh or giggle during a review, or if I'm with my 2-year-old son having a laugh, sorry if it makes me giggle, but it's because I'm fun and happy. Troll.
Prick.
Troll.
This is useless.
Again, another comment in response to a video that took a long time to produce. I think it was a tutorial video. Just an utterly pointless comment. I love feedback from you guys, positive and negative, and if there's anything I can do to improve, I'd like you to let me know. But make it constructive and tell me why it's useless. Otherwise, your comment's useless. Troll.
Quote, just a few days ago, the beautiful ND Cathedral in France was burned to the ground, end quote, while the drone footage shows main structure still standing.
This troll felt the need to even put his comment in bold. Not many people know how to do that. But anyway, the point is, this was about the fire in France where that beautiful cathedral Notre Dame did actually burn to the ground in terms of the core structure of it, the wood. Every single internal element within that cathedral was pretty much destroyed. And yes, the bricks were left standing, but funnily enough, fire doesn't destroy brick. I spent a long time producing that video. It was very sad and emotional as well to see such a beautiful building burning down. So to make such an unsympathetic, ridiculous comment like that is simply the actions, you guessed it, of a troll.
Totally pointless video.
Totally pointless comment. As per my last, if I'm doing something wrong, be constructive and tell me about how you want me to improve. But drop me a comment like that and you're just gonna get shadow banned. Troll.
Pointless video, trying to tease a GoPro imitation. Gay boy somehow thinks he is important.
Now this is a whole different type of troll. They're a new sad breed. Basically when a fellow content creator, a fellow YouTuber, creates fake YouTube accounts and then trolls you using it. Again, just utterly sad and pointless. Get a life, don't be a troll.
It's not the ocean floor, you degenerate, it's the water's surface. Brackets, she's upside down and you'll probably understand that if you watch the picture for more than 3 seconds, close brackets.
Now this relates to the DJI Osmo Action teaser images that were distributed by us, and we released an analysis video looking at that imagery. Now, who cares whether it's the ocean surface or the ocean floor? There's no need to call a content creator a degenerate, which is highly offensive and just unnecessary. Grow up and don't be a troll.
Was trying to watch, but the fake ha 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 laugh was just too annoying every few minutes.
Again, this is clearly another loser that has no humour or entertainment in his own life and therefore criticises others for laughing. How low can you go? Grow up, stop being a troll, act your age.
Why is it not recorded 4K night test? Pfft, disappointed.
Now I think this related to the Osmo Pocket night test video that we spent a long time putting together. I think it was actually in 4K, and so this idiot simply hadn't set YouTube to 4K instead of 1080p. If he spent less time trolling, perhaps he'd spend a little bit more time focusing on educating himself on how to use one of the simplest video platforms on the internet. Troll.
This was pointless, since all the low light footage was taken around places with a lot of light.
Again, just another ridiculous comment. This does relate to the Osmo Pocket night test again that we spent a long time filming and editing, and it really did showcase just how well the Osmo Pocket performed at night. Now a low light night test is not about filming in the dark with no lights, because funnily enough, you won't see anything. So the low light test was in the dark, in the evening, with some ambient lighting around and showing how it performs in that kind of condition. If you walk around a dark pitch black room, you're not going to see anything. Surprise, surprise. Troll.
You didn't tell us in every shot what was the shutter speed, the ISO and the white balance.
Not very useful review.
I think some of these commenters just don't realise how long it takes to film, edit, review, publish and to respond to the comments on each of these videos. We spend weeks putting some of this content together, and for somebody to criticise it and call it an unuseful review simply because the shutter speed, ISO and other settings weren't shown in every shot is just ridiculous. My advice, if you want to know, buy one, test it yourself. I'm actually starting to build a real sympathy for some of these people. They're clearly all a bit special.
Wish you just said no at the beginning.
This relates to the Osmo Action 3.5mm USB-C test that I did. Now, I don't have to just say no at the beginning because I want to show you how I've tested it. I want to show you the methods that I've used to make sure that my testing was accurate before I just give you a yes or no. And actually, if you look at the website article on DroningON.co, you do get an answer there immediately. So my advice, if you haven't got the patience to watch a YouTube video, get off YouTube.
Horrible review! I didn't know which camera you were using the entire time because you didn't label it on the screen. Also, you claim no audio enhancement, but clearly this has been enhanced. Shutting off the video.
No!
Now this troll comment left by a user called Little Jimmy Scumbag, a very appropriate name, I'll give you that, is another ridiculous one. At the start of that review, I said very clearly that every footage, unless otherwise labelled, was shot on the Osmo Action, and yet that very clear point clearly went over the heads of idiots like Jimmy. As for the audio enhancement, every bit of audio from the Osmo Action in that review was raw. As for his comment shutting off the video,
No!
I don't care. You've commented, you've got an extra view on the video, thank you very much for stopping by, troll.
It is pronounced Z-axis, not Z. The letter Z is pronounced Z, just for your information.
Now the world is bigger than America, guys. In Europe and in the UK, we pronounce it Z. In America, you guys pronounce it Z. I don't care. Everyone can pronounce it however they wish. But if that's your only comment to make in a video that took many, many hours to film and edit, then I don't want you on my channel, troll. So there we go, that's a roundup of the trolls that we've experienced over the last 12 months on DroningON. And actually, that's pretty good, quite low figures because many channels probably run into the hundreds in terms of troll comments. Although I have to say that's generally because their content perhaps isn't quite up to scratch. But anyway, if you're thinking about being a troll, feel free to practice on this video. Comment below with your best troll comment, give the video a thumbs up, and of course click that subscribe button to keep me giggling. Thank you very much for watching.